Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
High protocols at the jail right now.
Your protocol at the jail right now?
High protocol.
Okay.
Are you made
Your Honor, this is on the docket as Kai Dugan. He's already letting me remind the court that his name is Zelot. So I'll go ahead and start with that.
I'm sorry, what name do you wish to go by?
My name's Zelot. It's already
Zelot.
confirmed at the jail.
All right.
And Your Honor, I filed this motion for a writ of habeas corpus, and laid out all of the reasons for that in the motion, but to summarize them, the defendant was arrested back in 2014 on these charges and pled to 6 years, suspended to probation. He had several years, I think 2.5 years of credits before then. In April of 2019, he was arrested for domestic assault. He's flattened that sentence, but has been in jail since April of 2019. My calculations have him having been in jail for, as of the writing of this, 2,468 days on a maximum sentence of 2,190 days. And
So in other words, you're saying that Mr. Zelot has flattened his sentence and should be released?
yes, Your Honor, I'm saying that he has been pending VOP, but flattened his sentence in that time period. And so whether he's found guilty of it or it's dismissed or
Where's the
whatever,
probation officer? I never saw one.
but they are, in this situation, I think any outcome has him set to be released. I believe the state, and for obvious reasons, the court needs to be aware and is aware, y'all have ordered that he be committed indefinitely. And so one of the reasons this has taken so long is because we thought he would be at Middle Tennessee Mental Health Institution.
They took me there already recently after discharging me. They had no paperwork, brought me back, and never even readmitted me. I don't even know how you got my name again. I was already discharged. Beckham and Seagal was present. Signed myself all the way out. They drove me to Nashville. No paperwork, brought me back, and no admission whatsoever. They're using a green dot card, flopping over. They're wearing a shirt that says 1803. Abraham Lincoln must be born and executed before Tennessee exists. That was in 1855. Their shirts are direct lies. I've already got confirmation Independent Road Salutation is on site, and the facility is known for years, going back all the way to Dixon Herald in 2005, feeding, nurturing, and releasing child rapists back on the street. The person that was in here had teeth removed on the other side. We got medical records, and there was 2 Kai Dugans in Dixon, and the one before died in 2013, and he had surgery on his right arm, not his left. This is actually known in government facilities. They can't even pass a simple question about how to get food stamps because they won't pull up any documents on government. They're scared shitless to. And I insist on it on a regular basis. You can prove every bit of this shit.
All right, Mr. Zelot, let me ask you a couple of questions. Number one, assuming that I'll assume that I agree with your lawyer that you have been held longer than your sentence would require, and therefore I lack the ability to continue holding you for a violation of probation because you've actually served more time than your sentence, even if I found you guilty. Let's assume that's true. Where will you go if you are released?
For one, Wanda Dugan's not my mother, so that's already been confirmed at the jail.
And I'm just asking you, Mr. Zelot, we're not talking to Kai Dugan.
Call it Independent Road Salutation
And
have them show up and deal with it. But you're dealing with an international matter if you want to use the original Kai Von Dugan. He's from the Dominican Republic. So you're committing international war right now.
I am.
If you want to refer to the original Kai Von Dugan, there was 2 in Dixon. 2.
Understand.
And the one that actually came here to the courtroom and actually saw you had a head the size of a basketball. What did I do? Get a bone graft?
Okay, but my question to you is, if I release you today, where will you go?
0 places. And there's actually an active operation being conducted that's already been confirmed on multiple cameras through multiple points of view.
All right.
People have confirmed it directly in front of me, inside of the facility. I've already been discharged. I'm not sure how you got my name unless a personal, private phone call was given to set you up. I was discharged. They're using a green dot passage on a commissary machine. I was never admitted with a proper due process in the first place. Every court case. It's easily passed over with a 3-way call-in patch. There's not one bit of making sense here.
So just let me ask the question of the state. The state have a position on this one way or the other?
Yes, sir. Judge, we don't dispute the calculated days that that the defendant has served in jail. Our concern is this court, in a civil proceeding, has a valid order in place committing the defendant. Our concern, and I want to be on the record with this, is that he is a danger to himself and to others, and it is our position that he should not be discharged. However, we do think this court has the authority to bring Middle Tennessee Mental Health to this court and ask them why they have not accepted the defendant pursuant to your order. I think that is probably the next step.
All right. The court finds that Mr. Dugan's criminal case has been concluded by the expiration of his sentence and more time served than what the sentence would have imposed. But as was pointed out, I previously signed an order civilly committing the individual, Kai Dugan, also known as Zealot, to the Middle Tennessee Mental Health Center based upon this court's finding that he is not competent at the present time. So for that reason, I'm going to order that he remain in custody and cite in I want to issue a show cause order, and the state may have to draw this for me. Show cause order to the director of the Middle Tennessee Mental Health Center to appear before this court. I need a date. How about, are we doing the Humphreys County McConaughey? Let's do it on the 28th day of November. Actually, the 30th of November, I think, is a lighter day. 28th is
The sentencing in Humphreys is just in the morning, and then we come to Dixon that afternoon.
well, then that would be all right. Set it for 1:30 on November the 21st. That's just next Tuesday, though. No, that'll give them enough time. We need a show cause order to show cause the director of the Middle Tennessee Mental Health Center to show cause why they have not complied with the court's civil commitment of this individual. The court's well aware of the fact that this is a continuing problem. The local news has been covering the story of an individual who was in the same situation, who was supposed to have been civilly committed, or at least having been found incompetent to stand trial on criminal charges. There was an attempt made, from my understanding, to try to rehabilitate that person, bring them to be competent. And as a result of that, it was unsuccessful, and apparently the individual is now charged with killing an individual in Davidson County. So I'm going to err on the side of caution. And I know you have a motion for habeas corpus. I'm reserving that ruling on that until after we have that hearing on the 21st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll see everyone here on the 21st. And run into a problem in getting that order drawn, let me know.
You know their money got right in with that.
What time was that on the 21st?
1:30.
1:30, thank you.